How's it going, FPL managers, and welcome back to another FPL Éire YouTube video. If you're new to the channel, please like this video and subscribe for weekly FPL content. Double Gameweek 28 just came to conclusion last night, and what a game week it turned out to be. With the quick turnaround to Gameweek 29, it's time to start planning ahead. In this video, we'll be looking at how my team fared out in Double Gameweek 28, and we'll also be looking at my transfer plans and team selection ahead of Double Gameweek 29. Let's get into it. Double Gameweek 28 ends with a score of 118 points. If you tuned into my deadline stream on Saturday morning, you would have seen that I was hitting my wildcard ahead of this game week. The main reason behind hitting my wildcard was to set me up for Gameweek 28 by having 9 doublers and also having at least 7 or 8 doublers for Gameweek 29, and also allowing myself to have a team for Gameweek 30 with at least 8 to 9 players. I felt it was the perfect time to wildcard, and it proved out to be a great success, bringing in Reece James for his 18-point haul, Harry Kane for his 2 goals against Everton, and San Jimenez for their clean sheet and goal against Watford last night. However, one of the main reasons I was wildcarding this week was to bring in Coutinho for his double game week, as I wanted to give him the armband and attack that second fixture against Leeds. I wasn't expecting much from the first fixture, but he came out with a goal and assist against Southampton, and he carried this on to the Leeds game last night and he grabbed the goal. This resulted in him returning 46 points from the captaincy and topped off an extremely successful wildcard this game week. It was definitely one of the most satisfying captaincy picks I've had this season, and as I spoke a lot about him on Instagram last week, I hope you followed suit. It was just a small pity I left Trent on the bench against West Ham for his 12-point haul, and I also missed out on Kulevski's 10-point return against Everton on Monday night. It's definitely a lesson learned from benching Trent, and it won't be happening again. Going back to the starting 11, all of these returns gave me a massive green arrow, and I'm now sitting at 16k overall. I'm getting that one step closer to my top 10k overall aim, so it's time to start planning ahead for Double Gameweek 29. With the Gameweek 28 review out of the way, let's move on and have a look at my transfer targets for Gameweek 29. With Reece James very likely to miss the next 2 games for Chelsea, it's time to move him on, and who else but Andy Robertson with a double game week fixture against Brighton and Arsenal, and this means I'll be doubling up on him and Trent. It is worth noting he doesn't play in Game Week 30, but it looks like Liverpool will get a clean sheet against Brighton, and if they don't get one against Arsenal, hopefully he'll get at least an attack in return. Matt Doherty could also be a cheeky punt here for this position, but with Robertson's security as starting and greater attacking potential, I think I'll be going for him. With our transfer target out of the way, let's move on and have a look at our transfer plans for Double Gameweek 29. With Reece James set to be sidelined for the next few weeks, and with Robertson our main target, this means we need to gather some funds together to be able to make this Robbo move. Unfortunately, this will probably result in us getting rid of Coutinho, even after his heroics last week. I'm currently 0.1 million off getting Saka in for Coutinho, so I think I'll have to settle for Martinelli this week. Arsenal do have a double game week fixture this week, and they also play in Game Week 30, so bringing in Martinelli hopefully means he'll play the next 3. From looking at these potential moves, let's move on and have a look at how my team is lining up ahead of Gameweek 29. With Robertson and Martinelli my potential moves in this week, this will leave me with 8 double game week players for Gameweek 29, and it will also mean I'm in good shape ahead of Gameweek 30. This leaves my lineup as follows: Dubravka in goals, Trent, Robertson, Rudiger and Ben White in defence, Rafinha, Salah, Martinelli and Kulevski in midfield, and Kane and Jimenez up front. I still need to decide on whether to start Jimenez or Broja, but I'm currently leaning towards Jimenez after he scored last night. From looking at my team, there's also a shout I could bench boost here for this week, but I don't think I can trust Wolves with their single game week fixture on my bench boost. I'm going to take the risk, and I think I'm going to save it for Game Week 36 when there's potentially a massive double this week. If the massive double in Game Week 36 does go ahead, I'll be planning on having at least 12 to 14 double game week players, and this will mean I'll have at least 3 double game week players on my bench. By having 3 double game week players on my bench, this will give me the security of having at least 12 points from my bench boost from their appearance points over the 2 games. With that decision out of the way, let's move on and have a look at who will be given the Armband to ahead of Double Game Week 29. With 2 fixtures for Liverpool, who else but Mohamed Salah for the Armband this week. With a blank against West Ham last week, he'd be looking to turn this around with their 2 fixtures against Brighton and Arsenal. With a lot of FPL managers still having to play their triple captainship, I feel a lot will be given it to Salah this week, so captaining Salah myself is a sensible move to try and protect my rank, because if Salah hauls, at least I'll have him captain compared to ones who are triple captaining him. I'll be waiting until the press conferences before I make my moves, so don't forget to follow me at FPL Éire on Twitter and Instagram, where I'll post my locked in team before the deadline. I'll also be live streaming Saturday morning before the deadline, so don't forget to come and join me and send in any questions you have before the deadline. If you've made it to the end of the video, please do drop a comment and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel already. There you have it. There's my Gameweek 29 team. Best of luck for Gameweek 29, and I'll see you in the next video.